What if I told you that everything you are stressing about right now, the quarterly review, the six-pack abs, the bigger apartment, the opinion of strangers on the internet, what if I told you it is all a lie? A brightly colored trap designed to steal the only thing you actually own: time. I am 48 years old. I was a managing director at one of the biggest hedge funds in New York. I have a net worth of $14 million, and I have stage 4 glioblastoma. A tumor the size of a golf ball is currently eating the part of my brain that used to analyze market trends. The doctors gave me 2 weeks. That was 3 days ago. So let's call it 11 days. 11 days to spend $14 million. You do the math. I was a quant, a numbers guy. I can tell you the ROI on a tech startup in my sleep, but I couldn't calculate the cost of my own soul until the bill came due. And let me tell you, the inflation on regret is staggering. This isn't a motivational speech. This is a confession from a man who realized he was scammed by society. I worked 80-hour weeks for 22 years. I missed my daughter's piano recitals because I was closing deals in Tokyo. I missed my 10th anniversary dinner because the Asian markets were crashing. I told myself, just get to 50 million under management. Then I'll stop. Then I'll be a dad. Then I'll take Elena to the Amalfi Coast. I never stopped. We never went to Amalfi. My daughter Maya is 18 now. She visited yesterday. She looked at me like I was a stranger she felt sorry for. She said, "Dad, get some rest." Not, "I love you." Just, "Get some rest." You know the punchline? 4 days after my diagnosis, when I already knew I was dying, my secretary called. She was excited. "Julian," she said, "the board approved it. You're the new senior partner." The title I chased for 2 decades, the Holy Grail. And looking at that phone, I didn't feel pride. I felt pure, white-hot rage. I wanted to throw the phone through the window because I realized I had traded 20 years of my life for a business card. A piece of card stock that will end up in a landfill next week. Success is the most dangerous narcotic in the world. You get the bonus. You feel like a god for 48 hours. Then the high wears off. You need a bigger bonus. You need the Hamptons house because the neighbor has one. The goalposts don't just move. They sprint away from you. I had a roommate in college, Ben. He dropped out of finance to open a landscaping business. I called him a loser behind his back. He made 60 grand a year. I made that in a week. Guess what Ben did? He coached his son's soccer team every Tuesday and Thursday. He built a deck with his own hands. He read novels on Sunday afternoons. He knew his wife's favorite flower. Last week, Ben came to see me. He held my hand. And looking at his rough, calloused hands, I realized the truth. He is the rich one. I am the pauper. I accumulated zeros in a bank account. He accumulated memories. I have a diversified portfolio. He has a life. Here is the lie that kills you. Later. Later is a fairy tale. I told myself I'd learn to sail. Later. I told myself I'd fix my marriage. Later. My wife, Elena. She's 46. Still beautiful. Last night she was crying in the chair next to me. She said, "Julian, remember we talked about buying that vineyard in Tuscany?" I didn't remember. I was probably checking emails when we talked about it. I'm never going to see Tuscany. I'm never going to taste wine with her under an Italian sun. I'm going to die in a room that smells like antiseptic. It's not the big things that haunt me. It's the small ones. It's the Tuesday nights when Elena just wanted to talk about her day, and I said, "Not now. I have to prep for the morning meeting." It's the Sunday mornings when Maya wanted me to watch cartoons with her, and I said, "Daddy is working." I rejected their love because I thought my time was infinite. I thought I could withdraw time from a bank like money. You can't. Once you spend a day, it is burned, gone forever. There is a woman down the hall, Margaret. She's 92. She's dying too, but she's smiling. She told me she spent her 60s and 70s traveling in a beat-up van. She has no money to leave her kids, but she has journals filled with sketches of mountains and oceans. She won. I lost. I have millions to leave to Maya, and you know what? She'd trade every single cent to have had a father who actually watched her grow up. I'm lying here, unable to walk, barely able to swallow, and my mind keeps replaying one memory. 2018. Maya was 12. She begged me to come to her science fair. I promised I would. Then a client called. A merger was at risk. I chose the merger. I bought her an iPad to apologize. I tried to buy her forgiveness with electronics. I can still see her face when I came home late. That disappointment, it carved a hole in her that the iPad couldn't fill. And now, I can never fix it. Listen to me closely. You think you have time. You don't. You think you'll do it when you retire. You won't. You think there is a magical future version of you who isn't tired, who isn't busy, who is ready to live. That version doesn't exist. You are building habits of postponement. You are practicing how to wait. And one day, you'll be an expert at waiting, right up until the doctor walks in with a clipboard and a sad look on his face. You are chasing a feeling. You think the promotion will make you feel safe. You think the money will make you feel important. I spent 20 years trying to feel important. And in the end, the only thing that made me feel important was my wife holding my hand while I threw up from the chemo. That was real. The rest, smoke and mirrors. If you want to feel worthy, go home and be with your family. Put the phone away. Look them in the eye. I have a life list on my phone. Learn French. Hike the Appalachian Trail. Read Dostoevsky. None of it is happening. The list is just a monument to my procrastination. The problem isn't the list. The problem is the arrogance. The arrogance of assuming I'd survive until 65. Retirement is a gamble, not a guarantee. I bet everything on red, and the ball landed on black. My daughter graduates high school in 3 months. I won't be there. I won't see her wear the cap and gown. I won't walk her down the aisle. I won't hold my grandchildren. I worked to provide for a future that I am excluded from. I built a house that I will not live in. Last night, I asked Elena, what would we do if I had one more year? She said, we would just sit on the porch and drink coffee. That's it. That's all she wanted. And I couldn't even give her that. If I could go back, God, if I could go back to the day I was 25, I would tear up my law school application. I would work a job that ended at 5 p.m. I would be poor and happy. I would drive a used car. I would wear cheap suits. But I would be at that science fair. I would be at that anniversary dinner. I would be in Amalfi. I would live. But I can't go back. The ink is dry. The book is closing. The only thing I can do is scream this warning at you while I still have a voice. Don't be me. Don't become a resume with a heartbeat. When you are lying here, with a morphine drip in your arm, you won't care about the quarterly earnings. You won't care about the respect of your boss. You will care about the hand holding yours. And you will pray you earned the right to have that hand there. I have 11 days, maybe less. The sun is setting outside my window right now. It's painting the sky purple and gold. It's beautiful. For 20 years, I never looked at the sunset. I was too busy looking at spreadsheets. Don't make my mistake. Look at the sunset. Kiss your spouse. Play with your kids. Eat the good food. Buy the plane ticket. Stop waiting for permission to live. Stop waiting for the right time. The right time is now. It is messy. It is imperfect. And it is fleeting. But it is yours. Don't sell it for a paycheck. Don't trade it for an applause that will fade before your body is even cold. My name is Julian Thorne. I was a success, and I was a failure. Learn from my failure. Because success without life is just a gilded cage, and money without time is just paper. Live. Now. Before the doctor walks in. I'm tired now. I think I'll just watch the sun go down. Goodbye.